Hey guys, this is Frankie-Gruesim, and this is a tutorial on how to find the CC on a sim you want to export and send to someone. Most of the time you'll probably send your sim as a .package file and your friend will install it into mods packages or wherever wants your sim. This is actually a really bad idea and I don't recommend it. This is because firstly the sim includes all their CC, which means if you use different defaults like my default mesh or some other defaults, it can override their defaults or it can mess with their defaults and look weird. Secondly, it'll send your sliders. If you have the same sliders or some sliders that clash, it's going to mess up their sliders. If you've ever seen those really long weird jaws on sims or the eyelids like hanging down to their chin, this is one of the issues that can cause that. Thirdly, it also causes issues when exporting sims for the person who installed them. This is because an exported sim finds all the CC and attaches it. If the CC is attached as in a Sims 3 package file with all the sim stuff, it'll either error out or it'll attach half of that sim. So it's really not a good idea to send people sims as package files. It can mess up their game quite bad. And it's actually really easy to find the CC of a sim. So if this is a sim I want to have send a friend, then what I'm going to do is first of all I'm going to save him to bin. So just say save to bin, and then I'm also going to export him. Write a name. It might take a while. I'm not going to do it because I've already done it. Write something that makes sense, click export and wait till it exports. When it exports here to Documents, Electronic Arts, The Sims 3, Exports. We'll just delete that. You can see here his name's Rooney Lucas and he exported perfectly fine because I don't install other people's sims as package files. Anyway, so what you're going to do is first of all, you're going to go to Saved Sims, find the Save Sim, and copy it over. So copy this somewhere. So I save all my sims into their old folder. So I made a new folder called Rooney, and I'm going to paste, it's already in here because I've already been doing this, paste him the .sim file here. And now I need a CC. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download something that I call the Egg Viewer because I called the person who made it Egg. And you can find it on the Sims 3 tutorial hub resource page. So this is a really cool piece of code written by the son of one of our fellow simmers that pretty much finds the CC that is merged into the Sims package file. And it finds it from single files. So pretty much what it does is it looks through your single package files and says, okay, this one is in there and this one is in there. So for this to work, you obviously need your files as single package files. So if you open the usage, you can see it'll only work if your custom content is installed as package files, and they need to be single package files. Otherwise, it will list you your merge files, which won't help because you can't send a person your 1 GB merge file. And it works usually through CC Magic. It expects you to use CC Magic. If you don't worry. So if you use CC Magic, you probably don't need to change any options, only if it doesn't work. If you don't use CC Magic, then open the notepad. So open this usage thing in Notepad and say File Open. Go to All Files and open this one called Find Merged CC Windows Batch File. And you'll see a bit of code. So the code shouldn't interest you too much, but here's something called Set CC Directory. So this is where you write in where your CC is. If you can see here, then it says this user profile in %signs means that it'll take the user profile that's active, which is under local disk C users simply mine. So that you can ignore that part, but then you need to tell it where you can find the single package file. So it automatically goes to Documents, Electronic Arts, CC Magic, Content Packages. If you use CC Magic, this is where CC Magic places single file backups of all your CC. So here they all are. If, for example, you say I merge with Sims 3 PE and I keep my single file backups in a backup folder, for example, document, sim files, backup, sorted packages, and I keep my backups of my backups in here, then I could change that. I could say documents, sim files backup sorted packages. So I could say documents, sim files, backup, sorted packages, and tell it to look for them there. So change this if you need to change this, if not, don't. So I'm going to say no, because I have CC Magic. So once you set that, you need to go to Documents, Electronic Arts, the Sims 3 exports, which is where the sim that you exported from game should be. And then you're going to turn it into a package file. So I use Sims 3 CE. I know some use multi-line or command line extractor. Drag and drop it onto Sims 3 PE, and it gives me the Sims 3 package version. This is usually what people send to other people, which is a really bad idea. So now instead of doing that, I'm just going to go back to my egg viewer. I'm going to drag this and I'm going to drop it on the Find Merge CC Windows batch file. And you'll see, voila, it lists all the file names of all the CCs that this sim has in it. And because I use prefixes, I also know which are makeup, which are contacts, which are shoes, and which are clothing and hair. So now all I need to do is go to Documents, Electronic Arts, CC Magic Content Packages, which is also where it's searched. And then I can say, okay, I need to find these files. So if I search for, always put a star in front, it's good practice. If I search for Kuma, I can see, okay, Moki 29, make Kuma 1. Moki 29, make Kuma 1. So this is one of the blushes he uses. So I'm just going to go back to that file. Documents, sim files, sims, oh no, boots, Rooney. And you can see I've already copied it over. So you would just say copy and paste this over. And you would go through and search and copy over all of the CC that you want to share. So for me, that's usually the makeup, because that makes a big difference for my sims, the contacts, maybe the hair if it's something that the person wants. I usually don't share the clothes unless it's something specific that the person won't have, because most of the time people dress my sims in their own clothes anyway. And then when I've got all this, I've got my .sim, I've got the main CC, I can say 7-zip, add to Rooney zip, and I can send that person, I'm going to shove on my Dropbox because sim file share isn't working, I can send my person that sim with all their CC without them having to install it as .package. That means that they can also pick which of the CC they want and delete some of the CC they don't want. For example, if you send them a .package and you have some kind of mini skirt in there that they find is really goddamn ugly, but they can't delete it out of their game without deleting your sim with it. This is something that bugs me a lot, because I used to have a lot of clothes in my game from people who sent me sims as .package that I really didn't want. Or if you send a sim as .package and they accidentally, you forgot about it in their, I don't know what, swimwear category, they're using some CC that you got as a private gift and you suddenly accidentally attached it and sent it to someone else. Also not good. So this is just literally the better way to send it. I hope people follow this and it's useful, and that was it.